What is up, y'all? This is Dave. Um, Streaming another hopefully winning team. Hold on, give me one sec. Just we are at pick five. So again, you know who we're probably getting. I'll get Puka. I'll put Puka in front just in case. Let me put on a t-shirt really quick. All right, y'all. My bad. Over here having what? Over here having the wife beater. So all right, let's see. I'm on the clock. I'm taking JSN. Did I miss it? Like, all right, I gotta take this serious. This is a best ball mania draft, y'all. This could get serious. We can win $2 million with this draft. So we gotta get it right, get it tight. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, JJ goes at pick seven. That's kind of early for Justin Jefferson, but I'm assuming this guy's probably going for something unique here. Um, and if you don't know, like this is Best Ball Mania, $25 entry. Um, you obviously you draft with 12 other people, two of the best teams of the high scoring teams through 14 weeks advance to another small, pretty much the next quarterfinals. One out of the 14 advance, then one out of 12 advance, and then you're in the 667 seat final. First prize 2 million, y'all. 2 million. 1 million for second prize. Third prize 500,000. That is life changing, right? And then this is like the normal best ball kind of thing where like you have the one quarterback, two running backs, three wide receivers. Pay attention to the wide receivers. One flex, one tight end, 10 bench spots. So um, again, that is why we do it to try to win the big bucks, try to win the big prize. And um, yeah, we've been doing this. We just started doing it this year, and I just figured why not stream it because I'm sure other people are doing it or other people are trying to see what these people do or what is best ball. I know DraftKings does it. I started with Underdog, so I've kind of been doing it with Underdog. Um, so yeah, man, like this is pretty much like you don't have to go in on Sunday mornings and or like Thursday afternoons, Thursday evenings to set up your squad. This is pretty much you draft your team and you just go with it and you go with like it pretty much goes into this hold on, where did Brock Barris go? Brock Barris went pretty early. I'm fine taking Drake London there. Let's just go from Drake London does have the same buy. Let's go with Derrick Henry. I don't take Derrick Henry very often. Well, we went with Drake London. Just because Jason and Drake London share the same buy, so I'm just like I wasn't too sure about that, but we don't get this pick often at five. Sometimes like Devon A. Chen will fall or AJ Brown would be here before when like the last time I had to pick five. So, anyways, yeah, like again, this is why we do this. So in case other people want to see how these look, again, there's like you don't have to go in here on Sunday mornings and do this like lineups or whatever. So your best scoring wide receivers go to your starting lineup. Your best running backs scoring your best high end scoring running backs go to your starting lineup. And so you pretty much go through that from week one to week 14. If you're one of the top two scoring teams, you advance to the next one. But even then, like you're allowed to get, you don't have to, it's not just one first, second, third. There is like prizes for being 600th place, being in the 700th place. So that's always good. I think. And so I figured if I'm paying for this, why not just stream it in case anybody wants to like hop in or watch this later and see what these people do. Also try to think out loud. So, just be like, why do I pick up this guy over this guy? Or well, I'm not too comfortable getting this guy or whatever it may be. And so yeah, man. So like, welcome. Feel free to leave a comment if you're watching this a little later at a later time. I haven't taken any running backs. Kyron goes, I'll take a Mecca. I'm not gonna take Brees Hall. Brees Hall goes. I'm fine taking Kyron Williams. So many people with bye. I'm taking Kyron Williams. I know I have three guys. My first three with a bye week 11. That is brutal. The thing is, I don't want to fall too behind on running back. I was gonna get Ekbuka here. I do like Ekbuka, but let me just smash on some of these guys I do like in case they fall to me. Obviously, I'm gonna take Tedero over Josh Allen. I'm not a big guy of taking quarterback early, especially like in the third round. We'll see how that goes. Again, like I just mentioned, I like to think out loud. And so, like I said, I don't really like to take quarterbacks early. So that's something that I usually do in these drafts or in these streams. So, yeah, feel free to leave a comment. Let me know what you guys want to hear if you guys are looking at this, or any suggestions or anything like that. Ikbuka goes at pick 33. Zay Flowers at pick 34. Um, so yeah, man, also try to have fun with it. Again, if you haven't seen my other drafts, I try to prepare myself a little drink or I have a brewski, but today I am having a Paloma again because I love tequila. And as you know, you got to go with that tahini rim. You have to. It's the good stuff. It's what makes the drink. You know what I'm saying? I'll try not to lick the rim, but if I do, look away and let me be. Malik Neighbors goes, so supposedly he is gonna start week one or he didn't join the pup list. So we'll see that how that goes. Again, I always feel like that happens and they never start week one. So also Josh Jacobs is another one that scares me. I know there's no legal issues right now, but who knows? They might come. This team is looking nice. If he would have gone with Omari and Hampton instead of Kenneth Walker, this guy at 9 would be very interesting. I like this team so far. Um, I hope Scottaboo makes it to me. This guy has two running backs, so there's no reason for him to take Scottaboo. Terry McLaurin goes, I'm taking Scott. No question about it. I have my two anchor wide receivers. The only thing that I'm not happy about right now is the fact that Kyron Williams, JSN, and Drake London all share the same bye. So week 11 is going to be brutal. Week 11 is going to be brutal. So again, we'll see. Hopefully, we get other guys. I'm not going to try to target wide receivers with a week 11 bye, especially in these next like 8 rounds. Maybe some guys at the end in case like someone falls or something like that, then why not? But again, like I'm starting to think maybe I should have taken Derrick Henry here. Like he is a year older. I know he did pretty decent last year, but there was a period he just like got single digit scoring as well. So it wasn't until the end that he gave you like the 40-point game and all that. So I don't know, man. We'll see who falls to me again because you have to start three wide receivers. I don't know if I want to take another running back. I do have my two guys with Kyron and Scatterboo. Turning goes. I am on the fence here. Come on. Trevion has a bye week 11. I'm taking Carnell Tate. I should have seen that. So Trevion seems like a great pick. This team's also looking pretty decent. But the fact that you only have Terry McLaurin through your first five picks is kind of worrisome. This guy starts off very well. I'm a big fan of Kenneth Walker. Again, he gets hurt. I had him in my home league last year, and he was just hard to watch. It was frustrating, but again, it was the play calling, right? He's a great running back. He'll carry you all the way to the to the red zone, and then they freaking bring in Zach Charbonnet. I'll be like, what is up with that? That would piss me off. So I don't think Casey will do that. But the fact that you did me dirty one time, 1 year, that is it for you. Like, it's hard for me to draft you again. Maybe that's my like that's wrong on me, but it's the way it works, you know? Like, you did me dirty, man. You cost me my league in a way. So I'm just gonna smash on some of these guys here. All right, let's see. I haven't been taking a lot of elite quarterbacks here in round six, but sometimes I end up like panicking and see like who can I pick up. The fact that I have Drake London, like if I would have taken Jamar Chase, sure I could have stacked like Joe Burrow maybe here. Um, or if I would have taken someone like AJ Brown, obviously it seems like a great pick to take Drake May. So I never get those guys most of the time, and so I don't pick up on those QBs. And so I pretty much just like the other QBs are just kind of like, you know what I mean? Jadarian Price seems like a great pick if he falls, but he does have a bye week 11. Jaden Daniels makes it to me. I doubt it though. This term McLaren team should probably go with him if he does. If he doesn't, yeah, and he does. So let's see here. I am probably going to take Jalen Hurts and hope that Micaiah Lemon falls to me. Again, I'm going with the elite quarterback here, kind of changing it up a little bit, and hope Micaiah Lemon makes it. I somewhat sniped this guy with Devontae Smith. I'm sure he would have probably taken Jalen Hurts here, and then he would have had the double stacking option with Micaiah Lemon. But again, like if Darian Price goes at pick 70, like let's see what we can do here. Again, I don't want to fall too behind on QB, and so that's why I took Jalen Hurts here. Jadarian Price has the same buy. And again, I feel like these guys around like Tony Pollard and Chuba are probably around the same as far as like projections go. I know I have Cornell Tate, so yeah, this guy with Devontae Smith, he took Quentin Johnson at pick 71. Tony Pollard goes at pick 72. This team is actually shaping up to be pretty decent. I'm not even kidding. This guy has four wide receivers as well as this guy, so I don't see them taking Micaiah Lemon. My worrisome is this guy, but he doesn't have a QB. He could possibly take Caleb Williams to stack with Loveland. So I really think Micaiah Lemon will make it to me at pick 77, and I'm fine taking him. He does have a different buy than Carnell Tate, Drake London, and Jason. So I'm really hoping for that to happen. Joe Burrow goes, which makes sense. Stevenson goes. Like, I'm surprised this guy didn't take Caleb Williams. This guy is not, I'm not liking that team, if I'm being honest. I am excited about my team so far. I don't know if I should be a little scared that I only have two running backs, but with the wide receivers that I have, chef's kiss. Looks pretty good. I feel like I did make up for not having, for having my first top two picks having the same buy. First three top three picks. So I just gotta get another decent running back, maybe in this round eight. Or I do have Jalen Hurts, so I'm not stressing too much about quarterback. I do like Patrick Mahomes. I do like Xavier Worthy. I like. Do I get Kyle Manungai? Like, that is tough, right? Like if Rico Dowdle will make it to me, that'd be great. That would be great. I'm surprised this guy took Caleb Williams, especially since he had Lamar Jackson here. Chuba goes a pick 63. If, like, Chuba was here, I would have probably taken him. I like him over Blake Corum. I like him over RJ Harvey. I'm surprised RJ, like like RJ Harvey, Common and guy, Blake Corum are what I think is a reach. But looks like this guy's going for some Chicago for the Chicago Bears offense here with Burden and Kamanangai. He takes Herbert to stack with McConkey, which makes sense. Now I'm thinking Rico Dotto goes. I was just about to say I feel like Rico Dotto may fall to me. I'm not gonna chase some of those. Do I take Addison? I am in a tough spot because I don't. Jordan Addison goes. This is tough, y'all. I did not want to take another QB so soon. I'll tell you what. I'm taking Patrick Mahomes and hope Xavier Worthy makes it to me. These two guys have both have four wide receivers. Godwin goes. So I hope Xavier falls to me. These two guys don't have QBs, and so I think they're gonna take QBs there. Patrick Mahomes was available. Um, Jackson Dart was also there. Maybe I should have taken Dart. Maybe I should have taken Worthy and then just taken Dart. So I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Sam Laporta goes at pick 94, and then Brock Purdy at pick 95. This is getting interesting. Maybe I messed up on the Patrick Mahomes pick, but then again, I could stack Travis Kelsey. Like I said, these two guys that didn't have QBs to QBs. So I figured this would happen. This guy goes with an unstacked Dak Prescott. I feel like Patrick Mahomes probably wouldn't have made it to me because this guy has Rasheed Rice, so I sniped him. Probably mad at me. Xavier Worthy guy freaking got me back, which makes sense. Pearsall goes to Brock Purdy team. That makes sense. Maybe I should have taken Xavier Worthy. I'm taking J.K. Dobbins. Shares a different buy. Maybe I should have not taken Patrick Mahomes and picked up Dart on this way back in round 9. I was hoping to probably get Xavier Worthy fall to me. I figured one of these guys were going to take Brock Purdy and then had the stack with Ricky Pearsall, which this happened. But this guy, probably would have. I just don't know. I was just hoping for the best here. The other thing, Dart does have a bye week of 11, and I might try to take what's in the Seattle QB to have the stacking option with Jason at the later picks. So if I would have taken Jackson Dart, Jackson Dart has a bye week. What? That makes no sense. Oh, he has a bye week of 11, right? Oh, scatter. Wait, the Giants have a bye week of 8. Jesus, man, it is late here. I should have done what I was thinking of doing. Man. All right, yeah, I gotta get my head in the game. Sorry, you guys can't see this. Can't see the draft board here. Kenneth Gainwell goes at pick 110. Bo next one, pick 109. I think I was more hopeful that Xavier Worthy would have fallen to me. That I was just like, let me go with Patrick Mahomes, and this guy with the Ricky Rice was gonna take him, similar to the Jalen Hurts, Makai Lemon. situation there. So yeah, man, like I don't know, Rashad White goes. That was probably one of the guys I was hoping to get. Ugh, this is tough. I guess I have to take Travis Kelsey. Stack with Patrick Mahomes. Sorry, guys. I am trying to think like who can be my next pick here. Do I take Jaden Higgins? I do like the Chris Rodriguez. They're sure different by them. My other running backs, he can potentially take on the backfield. Now I'm thinking taking Xavier Worthy here, I would have been up one more instead of Patrick Mahomes. I would have had my fifth wide receiver. Been okay taking Dobbins here. Then I would have been okay taking no, I'm sorry. So Xavier Worthy, Dart. Then I could have probably taken a running back here, maybe with like Aaron Jones. I don't know. I'm just trying to think, right? So sometimes I do that. I'll look back at my picks to see what I could have done differently in case you guys like the team and kind of track it and then are at the same pick and then see like, well, I could do this better. Or if you have someone above that. So I don't know. I do like Romeo Dobbs over than Higgins. I am going to take Chris Rodriguez over Jaden Higgins. Romeo Dobbs has a bye week of 11. I'm not going to do that. I'm on the clock. I like Chris Rodriguez. I'm looking at these other wide receivers that I could possibly get on the way back. And between them and Jaden Higgins may be about the same. I'm fine taking Chris Rodriguez here. He does share a different buy than like my other running backs. Now I'm pretty balanced, right? Like, do we think Patrick Mahomes is gonna get more points than Jackson Dart? Maybe I should have taken Isaiah Likely. I do like the likely tight end pick here, but Goddard goes. I could have stacked him with Jalen Hurts, but again, I'm not a big Goddard fan. He was like a boomer bust. I think he'll give you good weeks, and then you're just like, just don't know. I'm fine taking Travis Kelsey. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm overthinking this. Like from round 8 to 11, I was super happy through the first 7 rounds, and then maybe as Patrick Mahomes thing kind of messed me up. I was hoping to get the similar situation here with Jalen Hurts and Mekhi Lemon, hoping to get Patrick Mahomes and Xavier Worthy. Would have been super happy if that happened. And if I even would have had Travis Kelce at this pick, I would have been fine. Just especially two running backs with Scatterbo and Kyron Williams. 134. Stephon Diggs go. Shaheed goes. Kind of do like the Tyrone Tracy pick. I know he and Scatterbo share the same vibe, but if I take Tyrone Tracy, like that's it. I'm done. I'm gonna go after Sam Darnold to have the stacking option with Jason in case they just like go nuclear one of the games. Tyrone Tracy goes anyway, so I'm fine taking Sam Darnold. All my QBs share a different buy. I know sometimes they say like if you have an elite quarterback like Josh Allen, you could consider Jalen Hurts as an elite quarterback. Like why take Sam Darnold or third quarterback? I'm just going for the upside. Like I hope my team is so good that Jalen Hurts doesn't do well in one of the games that Sam Darnold, especially on the last week, he just goes absolutely nuts with Jason, puts me at the top. So I'm looking to get wide receivers here, especially for some upside. I'm not gonna take Denzel Boston. He has a week 11 bye. I like Trey Tucker over Juwan Johnson. I like Jalen Naylor over. Jalen Naylor goes. Omar Cooper's there, but I do have the two rookies with Carnell Tate, Mikael Lemon. I want to go one more. I know I need tight end, but I feel like I could probably get someone else here. So I am on the clock. I'm taking Trey Tucker. Again, with Trey Tucker, he's a deep ball threat. So I'm fine taking him. And hopefully, one of the games when Las Vegas is like playing from behind, they need to dump the ball. They need to like try to get big plays. Trey Tucker may be one of those beneficiaries of the high scoring of the long balls. So yeah, man, I'm all right with it. This guy takes Hunter Henry to stack with Drake, and he has AJ Brown. This team is like he should have probably taken Jared Goff, but I get it. You already have Allen and Drake May, so he's probably not taking another QB just because he has St. Brown. Like this team is actually shaping up to be pretty nice. Other than ETN and RJ Harvey, except for his running back room. Being honest, I do like Rashad White though. I'm not even lying. Rashad White seems to be like possibly the starting running back. I know now on the depth chart, Ja'Cory Cross Merritt is RB1, but he doesn't have the catching upside with like especially this being like half PPR. If it would have been full PPR, Rashad White would have been for sure. I think a great pick, but it being like half a PPR, I don't know. So some tight ends are going here. I am not. I am. I might take another running back. Do I go with Jonah Coleman of C just in case J.K. Dobbins is hurt and then R.J. Harvey and Jonah Coleman share the backfield? Do I reach on AJ Barner? I don't think so. All right, here's the thing. I think I am taking Jonah Coleman and be done at running back. Ugh. I think I should have taken Antonio Williams over Jonah Coleman because I don't even know if Jonah Coleman's going to play. I think I was like taking my own handcuff and being like, I am fine doing that, but I think I could have taken someone later like Emmett Johnson or Mike Washington. And I should have taken the wide receiver here and taken AJ Barner at the next round. So if you're following, please don't do this. I screwed up at round 14. Now, I don't know if I want to take AJ Barner. The Antonio Williams pick seems so great. And if you didn't know, obviously, like Antonio Williams is going to be the starting slot receiver for the Commanders because Brandon Ayuk was projected at Antonio Williams go. So again, I messed up. I should have taken Antonio Williams here. I should have thought it. I was just yapping it up. I should have looked at to see who I was gonna pick here. Definitely should have taken Antonio Williams. I know he's a rookie. I was talking about not taking too many rookies, but I am taking AJ Barner here to have the second option with Sam Darnold in case like other wide receivers don't do great, and then I have Travis Kelsey stacked with Patrick Mahomes here. Um, I think I am done at running back. I'm a little mad at myself for doing this Jonah Coleman pick. I feel like I could have taken Emmett Johnson at this next round and been happy with it because Emmett Johnson is the backup running back for Kansas City. I do have Patrick Mahomes, and I could have had that pairing with him. Now it's a little frustrating. I don't want to take a six running back. I want to take seven wide receivers and three tight ends. Um, yeah, man. So here's the thing: if I do this again, definitely taking Antonio Williams here. I'll take AJ Barner because I the quarterback for Seattle, Sam Darnold. Ugh, I don't know. I'm like beating myself up for it, but I think I'm more scared of like J.K. I was more scared of J.K. Dobbins getting hurt, and then R.J. Harvey just taking the lead role. And Jonah Coleman is a good guy. I mean, as far as like was a good prospect. So here, I know you guys can't see this because I'm still trying to figure out how to remove my face from this, or like at least make it smaller. But Marshawn Lloyd goes at pick 161. Pat Fairmouth at pick 180, 160. I'm sorry, 182, 181. Marshawn Lloyd, 182. Pat Fairmouth, Greg Dulcich at pick 183. Tank Dell at pick 184. You guys could see that here. I'm not wearing my glasses, so I can't see. Um, Geno Smith goes. I am taking Malik Washington. He is the supposedly, as of right now, the wide receiver one in Miami. So maybe it's fine. I didn't take Antonio Williams. Maybe I have too many like rookie young wide receivers here, but it's fine. I like my wide receiver room so far. The only thing with like Mike Washington and Antonio Williams, obviously Antonio Williams is in the way better offense with the Commanders, and Mike Washington is like in the bottom five offense projected. So yes, Antonio Williams is probably not going to be the top target in Washington. Malik Washington may be, or Greg Dulcich may be the top target in Miami, but they are the worst offense. So again, like I mentioned, I could have taken Emma Johnson or Mike Washington here as my fifth running back. Now, if Eli Stowers is available, which he is, I think I am going with him to have the stacking with Jalen Hurts. And as my last pick, if he makes it to me, I am taking Taekwon Thornton to stack with Patrick Mahomes. So pretty happy so far with my team. I think the Jonah Coleman picks kind of screwed me up. I know the Patrick Mahomes. I said that the Patrick Mahomes pick screwed me up, but I think I could have been okay with me taking like Travis Kelsey. And if I take Patrick Mahomes, I'm taking Taekwon Thornton to stack with him. Taekwon Thornton is a deep ball threat, so you know what I mean. I might just get into another one. Just move by pretty quickly. I'm not too happy about some of my picks here. Here, I know you guys can't see this, so let me tell you guys. After Jalen Noel went at pick 201, Halani, the backup running back for Seattle, goes at pick 202. Darnell Mooney, or he might be the starting running back. You know how it goes with the veterans. Darnell Mooney goes at pick 203. Kobe Parkinson goes at pick 204. Keenan Allen goes, oh, Katron Allen goes at pick 206. Braylon Allen goes at pick 206. I'm sorry, Katron Allen goes at pick 205. Braylon Allen goes at pick 206. Bateman goes at pick 207. And you guys can see this. Vidal goes at pick 208. Don't have my glasses. I don't like to wear them too much in the night. I probably should, but I don't like to wear them here. Look like a total dork. But you guys can see these picks. James Conner goes. I know they kind of been tucking him up, so um, I'm taking Taekwondo, and I've made up my mind already. So again, y'all, Jonah Coleman. I don't know if that was a great pick to take at one. Here, let me just pick up Taekwondo, and I'm trying to see if there's other ones. But Emmett Johnson is still there. That's a surprise. So I don't know if I made a mistake by taking too many rookies, especially here, but I am going for the upside. Um, and again, you do have, I guess we'll see here. So yeah, man, I mean, I think this is a pretty decent team, compared to this. Like, I feel like this guy that I was really liking through the first 4 rounds, like you took Jameson Williams, who I think is a boom or bust. Again, with the best ball, it actually might be beneficial. But with I would take Lamar Jackson over Jameson Williams. If I'm being honest, I would have taken Odunze over Jameson Williams. To be honest, so I don't know if that's like a great pick, but I'm just trying to compare like some of the teams I was liking. The guy at one was also pretty decent. The guy at two was also decent. Um, Actually, the team at two looks very pretty decent, except for the Shakir pick, Travis Hunter pick, the Kenny Mitchell pick, the Hawkinson pick. He took Antonio Williams, someone I was eyeing, Sean Tucker, Ray Davis, Kid Autumn. Like, here's what I like to do. First of all, I forgot to count the badges. I like to count the badges to see like against how many experienced people we're drafting against. In case you guys didn't know, these guys with badges have done hundreds of these drafts, so they know they've either done like hundreds or thousands of these drafts, or they won some pretty good money doing these drafts, right? Um, they've probably won like first or second or whatever the case may be. I think there's like something that if you win X amount, you get a badge based off how many drafts you do, something like that. I read that somewhere. Anyways, just know these guys are supposed to be experienced. So, we draft against one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. So the majority of the guys, there's eight guys or gals. I don't know, right? You don't know. There's eight people here with badges, and so there's only four of us with no badges. So yeah, pretty experienced people here. Now, another thing I like to do is just kind of compare. I know these projections don't mean much, but as far as the projections that we are supposed to have, like I'm projected to have close to 3,000 points. Um, but again, I did take like three of the quarterbacks. I took two quarterbacks early, so I don't know. Like, let me see if anyone here is like crazy, has crazy projections. So supposedly we're supposed to project the highest. Now, like, let's go back to see if I could have done anything better. I think this Jonah Coleman pick kind of screwed me up. Although no one took Emmett Johnson, that is a surprise. No one took Emmett Johnson here. I am surprised that happened, especially him being the the backup running back in Kansas City and Kenneth Walker having the history of being hurt. So, um, yeah, man, he has an ADP of 191, and we went to 216 picks. So he would have been a solid pickup. Um, so again, maybe instead of taking Jonah Coleman here, I would have taken Antonio Williams. Probably would have taken AJ Barner here to stack with Sam Darnold. Definitely would have taken the Malik Washington pick here. Probably would have taken another wide receiver or a running back pick here with Emmett Johnson or Mike Washington. Mike Washington was available, so that seems like a great pick. But then again, with me having Patrick Mahomes, probably would have gone with Emmett Johnson. I'm surprised he didn't get drafted. I keep saying it, but I'm very surprised. Um, and then I would have taken Taekwon Thornton at the end. But this is okay. I do like my team. It's just like maybe I'm beating myself up too much, but Malik Washington being probably possibly being the number one target in Miami. If they don't pick up anyone else, I'll take it. I'm happy with it. Obviously, I know Antonio Williams is in the better offense, but he may be the second or third uh, option in Washington after Terry McLaurin and Chiggs. So, and with Washington, he may be the first or second after the tight end, if he's not the first. So I'm fine with it. Eli Stowers, I think he'll possibly come onto the scene after like week 4 or 5. He may like be there or even starting week 1, but I think he's a great he's a great rookie here. So I'm fine taking him in this round um as my third QB. Now, I'm sorry, as my third tight end. Again, like I'm not a big fan of my tight end room, but the fact that I took like all stacking options is okay, I guess. Um, with Best Ball Mania especially, my running back room looks okay. I really do like my wide receiver room. Um, yeah, I'm not even kidding. And the only people with the by week 11 is Jason and Drake London. So all the other ones share different buys. So that is lovely. That is great because in week 11, other than my anchor wide receivers, I'm gonna have all these guys just duke it out for the three starting slots, right? So I'm fine with it. And other than the week 11, it's probably all these guys fighting for the third fighting slot. So yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out. I am gonna again. I do these every day, and so then I'll be here tomorrow. So all right, y'all. Peace. Feel free to leave a comment. Let me know anything. All right, guys. Appreciate you. Peace.